his attributes on, I want you young people to understand this word from my understanding of Mr. Were's presentation. One, for you to succeed in doing anything, C, concentrate on what you do. So C for concentration. The difference between us, anytime and every time we do what we do, is the magnitude of concentration. How much are you putting in? Because what goes in naturally comes out. In the IT language, they say garbage in, garbage out. So if you want to be an effective individual, make sure you invest a lot in what you do. 55 years is not a joke. It's a blessing. But the same 55 years would have been a waste if they were not properly utilized. So C for concentration. O is objectivity. Thinking with the end in mind. And that was the whole idea behind this exercise. Thinking with the end in mind is not you must always be worried about the outcome, the product. So as you live your life, the end should drive the process. It's not about living, it's about how well you live. Because if it is living, hata kuku wanaishi. If it is about living, hata samaki wanaishi. You get my point? There are so many living organisms, so many living things on the face of the earth today. So it's not just about living, it's about living well. And you can only live well if you live objectively, not subjectively. Are you getting my point? There are some people who are 55, but they still are not the people they would want to see themselves becoming. With the number of years they have lived, still they cannot proudly say what they have done with their lives. So have an objective at the end of the mind. They say E plus R is equal to O. Event plus response gives you the outcome. Then I plus A gives you D. Your intention plus your actions will determine your destination. Your intention plus your action. Kuwa na nia nzuri na vitendo vizuri ndio unakuwa na mwisho mzuri. It's not about nia alone. It's about the amal, the action that you do. Okay? So the third letter, being conscious, is being able to negotiate your way up. Coming from a very difficult, humble, let's call it disadvantaged background, poverty, problems, but still you are able to negotiate your way up to the university, which under normal circumstances, no one would have thought that you'll make it to university. And believe me, there is nothing more exciting than when you do things that people don't expect you can do. Sometimes when I'm invited to talk in forums which are not purely Islamic, and I go in a kanzu and kofia, the first impression to many people will be, Mswahili ametoka wapi? Mswahili atakwambia nini? But therefore, I will always begin when people have very low expectation. But the time I finish, wow, one father one day at the Catholic University told me, I didn't know kwamba Waswahili pia wamesoma. You get my point? It's exciting when you do something that people never expect you could do. You are born in a poor family, very humble background. You come from a very small school, but then you get an A. If you get an A in Alliance, it's not a surprise. Everybody is expecting you to get an A in Alliance. If you get an A from Mangu, everybody is expecting an A from Mangu. But if you get an A in Bungoma Muslim, you get an A from Umulkura, wow, you've done something. You can go to the Guinness record. You've broken the record. Are you getting my point? So, it's always good to negotiate. They say you have to be like a river. At the end of the day, you must find the sea. Even if you'll have to go through the hills and the mountains and the valleys and the forests, but the river will ultimately find its sea. And for you as a student, first you need to establish what is your sea. Is it an A? What is your sea? Is it Nairobi University? What is your sea? Is it Harvard University? What is your sea? Is it Cambridge University? What is your sea? Is it becoming a doctor? What is your sea? Is it doing actual science? What is your sea? The moment you see your sea, that is my sea, that's where I want to end, that's my destination. Now you have to negotiate your way through the mountains, the obstacle, the distractors, the bad friend, the bad influence, the mobile phone, the television, the satellite, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the only mosquito in my net, you are the only oxygen that makes me survive. Without you I'm gone, and while you are still eating very well here. Are you getting my point? Yeah. So, you have to name. Good. S. Being conscious means taking advantage of systems. Taking advantage of systems. System like what? Like the school system. Don't allow yourself to be a dropout. The school system in Kenya is from nursery to university. If you don't go to university, that means you're a dropout. Are you getting my point? Yes. You're a dropout. So don't become a dropout. You've got to finish the system. You have to complete the circle. So take advantage of that. You're so conscious. You don't want people to say you are a dropout. And then see, you have to do your things creatively. Because creativity is the highest level of intelligence. It's not about doing it, it's how are you doing it. God was so kind to all of us. He decided to give us 5 channels of learning. You learn by hearing, you learn by seeing, you learn by talking, you learn by writing, and you learn by moving around, observation. So if your eyes are tired, use your ears. If your ears are tired, discuss, use your tongue, have a group discussion. If your tongue is tired, use your hand, copy down notes. That's why some people can tell you, we study 18 hours a day. How? It's not that they read 18 hours. 2 hours they read, 2 hours they write, 2 hours they listen, 2 hours they discuss. They are using all the gifts God gave them to get as much knowledge, as much information as possible. Don't just use one gift. Don't just read. Read, listen, talk, discuss, write, move around. There are certain things you don't need a teacher to teach you. You can move around and you can see them for yourself. Okay? And then now, where am I? Here is being conscious means being insightful. You think before you act. Before you do anything, you ask yourself one very crucial question. If I do this, what will be the outcome? What will be the result? Where will I go to? If I decide to sleep instead of taking a book and read, what will be my result at the end of the term? If I decide to go to the beach every weekend, instead of doing my weekend assignment, what will be the outcome? If I decide to engage in premarital sex, if I decide to engage in drugs, if I decide to engage in wasteful activities, what will be the outcome? You are very insightful. You think before you act. Now, the next O is the O of being open-minded. You are ready to learn from other people's mistakes and other people's strengths. You are open to good suggestion, to good advices. You are open-minded. And then now the U is you are always careful about how you establish your unity. Say the unity of purpose. Unity of purpose. That means I don't just take friends, I don't just cooperate with people. I ask myself, out of this cooperation, what do I stand to gain? I don't just pick any friend. I say, okay, where is this friendship taking me to? Are you getting my point? Is this person adding value on me, or is this person taking away something very valuable from me? There are some people in this world, if you take picture with them, and people see that picture, already you have credibility. Are you getting my point? You just need to take a picture with that person, then put it in your office. Anyone who walks in the office and sees you, wow, you know this person, yeah, you must be a good person. You get my point? And there's some people, if you take pictures with them, you're done. No one will trust you anymore. Are you getting my point? There's some people, if you walk around with them in town, wow, value is added. There's some people, if people see you standing talking to them, you're done. There are some students, when teachers see you talking and connecting with them, they know now this boy is getting lost. Let's do something quickly. Are you getting my point? And there are some students, when teachers see you walking around with them, they say, wow, wow, this guy now is getting guided. Who are you? So, unity of purpose. And then for you, Mr. Were has sacrificed his 55 years serving others. What are you willing to sacrifice? I'm sure there are times he had to give more time to the school than the family, more time to students than himself, more time. That sacrifice, and sacrificing your today for the sake of your tomorrow. Amen? Amen. Amen. Madam, that name of you. Madam Bugoma. Now tell the name. You know? MK. Madam MK amesema yeye ni role model. Because of her religiosity, many students have been guided. His people will remember her so much, his family. Now let's look at the model. What did she really mean by model? Model. Model. You don't become a model for you to be able to influence other people, for you to be able to mentor other people. This is very important for all the students. One, you yourself, you must show very high levels of motivation. Your batteries must be on and fully charged. Your antenna. That means people should see you reading every time. People should see you passing most of the time. People should see you doing things that are positive in order to influence others. You must be positive yourself. Are you getting my point? There is no way you can influence someone if you are not positive yourself. Madam Bungoma was also very optimistic. She knew she will be the first member of the family to get a degree. And now she knows she's going to be the first member of the family to get the master's degree. Are you getting my point? And out of her degree, many others are now following the path. You getting my point? Yes. You have to lead from the front, there, front. Do. Don't just talk. Do. Do. We are known by our actions, not by our words. So act. Do something. Madame Bungoma was also, according to her as a model, she was so determined. She had a very strong sense of determination, devotion, dedication, and she knew the direction that she will follow to become the role model she wanted to become in life. And Madame Bungoma was excited. You could see she built her house just within the first 5 years, Madam, am I right? 4 years, excited about making it in life. This is called in philosophy having the sense of urgency to succeed. You can't wait to see yourself living in your own house. You can't wait to see yourself driving a good car. You can't wait to see yourself becoming highly educated. You can't wait to see yourself taking care of a good family. You can't wait. That is called a sense of urgency. I cannot wait telling my dad this time I got an A, got a B. Can't wait to become the doctor. I can't wait. Sense of urgency. The sense of urgency does not come if you're not excited in what you do. Are you getting my turn? Madame Bungoma never, she was a model because she never saw any limitation in herself. Though she was from Kwale, Dagawi's land, limitation. Okay? But still, that Kwale is known to be the county which has the highest level of teenage pregnancy, but she didn't get pregnant. Are you getting my point? It's good. In the survey, household survey. Okay? So many girls there are, because of the beach, the long stretch of beaches and tourism and whatever, okay? You can see from Tiwi there, and then up to somewhere in Lunga Uko. So many other things are happening, but Madame was determined, and she never saw that to be a limitation. Can we clap for her? Good. Then last